coming cause she's all bad, baby. Hate it when you're me. Stop when you're blindfolded. Yo! 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 Yo, yo, yo. Dude, you got a story? I'm listening. Stop what you're doing right now. Listen, I'm listening, brother. I did 129.82 PPs, okay? You packed the barcode. Today or yesterday? Today, after new content or before new content? And you packed Vitinha? W, man. More than that? What else did you get? Does it keep going? Oh, shoot, playoffs were today. No. I forgot. 0-0, Hall and Millwall. Okay, I didn't miss much. Then we got Borough and Southampton tomorrow. They disallowed our goal? Really? Both teams are pretty poor. I'm going to read it off from YM Club right now. Go for it. I'm listening. Are you guys ready for this? Ready? Ooh, crack it open a cold one, baby. Nice little bang energy. Get through this grind today. Mr. 700K, Scridier 60K, 70K, Vitinha. Vitinha is 11 mil? Nuno 2 mil, Barcola 450. Bro, what are you? Oh my goodness. Don't have my chat see that. They're all going to be like, Mumbo, screw your grind. I'm doing the player picks. They're fully cracked. Do we have to do them now? Everyone's back in stuff from. Please full sudden 50. So you can see, how about we do this? I'm clearing my dupe storage right now. Once my dupe storage is cleared, we will spam 77 times 5s until the dupe storage is full again. Then we'll spam some player picks off of them until we pack something. Does that sound like a plan? We won't full send 50. We'll do a ton. But boys, remember when I said I wanted to be down to 1250 of my crafting upgrades? I need to apologize to you guys. Not for the lack of grinding. We've done hundreds since yesterday, and we've done a ton of League SBC runs. But look at this, man. We still have almost 1,400. I can't stop. Alright. Dupe storage is filling up. Let's do, so these packs are in front. We'll spam a bunch of crafting upgrades, and then we'll do some PPs. And then we'll take care of the rest of the dailies and stuff like that. 20 days. I need to get like 7,000 more of these in 20 days. You guys think I can do it? I feel like I'm on pace right now. I'm getting more than 300 a day. Yeah, she all bad, baby. Alright, there we go. Problem is, I don't know how you incorporate it and become unlimited. You just do League SBCs into them. That'd be the thing. So you just take your gold rare off leagues and nonstop put them into player picks. And you would take your dupe storage, probably Prem and La Liga cards, gold rares as well. Because you'll have plenty of them. That would be how I would personally incorporate it. Which we technically could do that today. I have nothing against that other than the fact that we're working towards this goal. Been doing this grind for years with you, dude. This pick is the best thing I've seen. Alright, should we put that in the title? Insane. Crazy 82 plus player picks. Do another run now. So you said you got all those out of what? 120 or so? That's insane. 27 below 84. Yeah, fodder I don't care too much about, though. I know for a fact they'll get a ton of fodder. I feel like, honestly, that would be a really good way to just to generate fodder, too, quickly. Below 84, 6, 85s, 1, 86, 6, 87s, 4, 88s, 4 fodder, team seasons, Barclay Nuno. Dang. That's a good number. Alright, like I said, we'll do it with our dupe storage. So let's fill this up. We'll clear it and then do it again. Clear it, do it again. Clear it, do it again. Then we'll spam a bunch of League SBCs and crafting upgrades. I have 32. I'll let you know the result. Dembele incoming. Watch us beat you to Dembele. Dude, I got blisters on my feet. You know how we were going for 40K steps yesterday? You know how many we ended up hitting? 70,000. We did a marathon and a half. New PR. I wish you could open these the same way you could on Foot Genie, where it spams them open quick unless you get something. and it slows it out. But I wish you could do something different where it's like you could open like 50 together. And if you get a walkout or all the other stuff, it puts on screen. Otherwise, it just puts in your club. Could you imagine the speed? How crazy you'd get? Alright, once we fill the dupe storage, guys, if you're just getting here, welcome. We're spamming 77 times 5s. Once we fill our dupe storage with these, we're clearing our dupe storage to make the new player picks. So, supposedly, they're crazy. We're going to give them a try. Coming to the sheet. Oh, bad baby. Still grinding FC? Of course, brother. Okay, not as crazy. So you just basically had crazy pack luck. Originally. Is what I'm hearing. So you lied to us. When's the second leg? Monday and Tuesday? The semis? And then 2 weeks to the final? Saturday, May 23rd. Yes. Okay, sweet. Was watching Hull versus Millwall. Okay, not amazing. I completely forgot about the game. I'm so mad. For 30, 192 team of season, 288. So do. I'm gonna do more. We'll get our crafting upgrades down a bit because we're just sacrificing dupe storage. That's it. Do the 82 picks. Just got 4 team of seasons from. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Alright, we're almost full. Almost there. What do you guys think my best pull is going to be from this first batch? I'd say we'd be able to make like 15 or so. More. Watch Liverpool on my phone and Saint on my TV. Dude, I'm so excited. One of my best friends is coming over tomorrow, and we're watching the United versus Sunderland game. And then we're getting breakfast after. And then potentially watching the City game. And then potentially watching a horror movie. Yeah, dude, I can't do cardio today. Jeez. My feet look nasty. Is that 3 p.m. UK for the Sunderland? It's 9 a.m. kickoff, which is 3 hours before new content. So 3 p.m., yeah. You like that math I just did? What's good, bro? Yo, go factor yourself, buddy. I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking. All right, we're almost full, boys. Are you ready? So not on TV then in the UK? I'm not sure what channel it'd be on or how any of that works. I don't... Wait, what is even on in the US? I need to make sure I have it ready to go. I'm assuming it's gonna be NBC. Yeah, NBC Sports, and it's on Peacock. United's in 3rd place, Sunderland in 12th. Crazy. Alright, you guys ready? You're ready to see my PP? Gold rare storage. Do up to 84. Good, last time I'm doing better since last time we spoke. Can you remind me what happened the last time we spoke? It might have been a minute. I can't remember. But if you refresh me, I will then be like, oh yeah, I'm an idiot. Any polls? I'm just starting. Right off the rip, a double team this season! Yo! These are cracked! Nah, the first one! They're not good, but the first one! Put my hands on fleek. Let's go, dude. Arsenal bottle. Oh, yeah. Hey. Enjoy it while it's here, buddy. Enjoy the ups. Bro, did you change your name in chat or your profile pic, or has it always been a combo of those two? For some reason, it looks a little different. Bottle, what have I missed? Something? No, you saying... He's being sarcastic. Because they won. Last time we spoke, I said he was going to bottle the Prem and bottle the Champions League. And they just got to the final. I've ever been the same. Dude, did that first one just get my hopes up for no reason? Okay, the nice thing about these, though, is we can select the League One players, I guess, every time. As long as we just don't put them back in, but we'll be in putting them back in anyways. Really. I can feel my hands on fleek. Actually, that might not be a bad move. We, fill dupe storage, make player picks. Use all the league ones to do league SBCs. Make more player picks. We just keep that process going. Endler. It's like that. Think Arsenal will win 1-0 or pens? Possible. Could happen. You grinding those Team of Season Week 4 upgrade 3 times a day? Yeah, I already made them from League SBCs that we did today. They're all taken care of. Hey, there we go! Another one! Le Mogedic. Le Mogedic. Cold. I don't see us beating them. If we got Bayern, we could. Yeah, I think it's going to be a hard matchup for you guys against PSG. They're just going to be so over the top about it. I want to see Dembele, like, out-jump Saliba to win a header. That'd be crazy. Or so hard place if they park the bus. PSG like high press or pass though. Pass through them or dribble through. It'll be a good game. So the team of the season rate on these has been pretty good so far. Those picks are cracked? They are cracked. It's making me change my grind a little right now. I'm curious how the League One packs will be. When do those come out? Do those come out this weekend or do they come out Monday? I can't remember. PSG score first. Can Arsenal score because PSG good at sitting back? 2. We'll see. Hoiberg. We'll take all those League One cards. We'll take all of these, baby. Mix them in with our silver commons. I can put my hands on my feet. Gibbs White. They need to update his card, man. To his new face. They need to do a new face scan. Alright, I got a feeling this one's going to be crazy, boys. This one just feels like it's going to be different. Don't ask me why. The EA employee has indeed confirmed in Discord. He said we have to go middle, right, left. Oh, you said number 11. Shoot, you gave me the wrong number. You said the next one, boys. Apologies. Let's see. We'll do a 1, a 2, a 3, You see like a team like PSG for a long time, high press, control the game, or sit back and counter. Yeah, they're fun to watch. All right, he said middle, right, left. Okay, I think he was lying to us. I think EA's upset, guys. Alright, got one more 86 double. Let's finish this one off. So we gotta use inner club. You watched Liverpool versus City from 18 to 22. Crazy team. That's how they played. Yes. Alright, we're going to do all the 86 doubles right now, and we'll do all the daily team of the seasons as well. And then we're going to clear the club of off-league gold rares before we keep spamming. Then we're going to hit league SBCs like crazy. Sound good? I'm going to start recording just in case something happens. I wonder if 83-14s are going to be any different this week. If the pack weight's going to be different. There's a problem connecting to the servers. Whoa, really? I would have never thought that'd be a thing. 97 points, 92, no titles, but win the league on 99 and 84. These are horrific. Horrible, man. Who convinced me to do these? Double 88, we'll take that. We should be able to do the icons today as well. We got plenty of fodder. Alright, team of the season, week 4, player pack. Come on. It's Hullet. Basically Hullet. Johannes. We don't have her yet, W. Alright, come on, EA. I'm feeling Barcola. American left back. Is that who I think it is? Oh, it's real. Who's the chick with one arm I was thinking of? Is that Pickett? Alright, final team of the season, week 4 player pack, guys. Come on. I'm saving the best for last. Striker. Boys, what's going on? Alright, surely the 83-14's hit. Nope. Luck's just not in. No. Oh. Harry Kane, though. Oh, of course we get Harry Kane. Interesting, dude. Alright, final one here. No blue. Ripperoni. Alright, we got the tradable packs now. And then we'll go back to spamming craftings, and then we'll do PPs as well. That's the plan today. PPs and crafting. League SBCs. Good afternoon, Mumbo and chat. Hope you are doing good. I'm doing fantastic, brother. Question is, how are you doing, my man? Oh, Carlos, by the way, guess what we got, man? Starting next month. We have a free for life Foot Genie now. Good news? Yes, sir. The owner hit us up, followed me on Twitter, was like, yo, I see you've been making videos and streams about Foot Genie. Here you go. Sweet. Yeah, if you guys have any feedback you want to give Foot Genie, I do have a direct line to him. So if you guys have critiques or things you want to see implemented, let me know. Can't say no to that. No, sir. Alright, we got 9 jumbo golds, 10 prime electrums. Let's fill our transfer list. I shoot my shot just like a Melier. Alright, our shadows should sell in the next, I think, 10 minutes? Where's it right now? They are. Yeah! Did they all sell? Okay, 30 minutes now. Let's do another batch of those. Guys, we're down to almost under 700. Shadows. I'd say to him, sometimes the auto solution says cannot find solutions, and I just do a squad with the main value players and it works. Not sure why the algorithm gets confused. I've noticed it glitches sometimes too. Also, something that I've noticed personally, I don't know if you guys have tinkered with it. I was used to making League SBCs in sets of like 3 to 5. I actually find going in and doing squad by squad might actually be faster, because if you're doing, let's say, 3 runs, it's trying to put solutions for 3 runs together, so it'll take like a minute to like load those up. And I guess if you're doing something else in the meantime, it's not going to matter, right? But if you're still wanting to be somewhat hands-on, you just go squad to squad. I feel like it loads much faster, and you can get to 3 to 5 runs faster than it can. Another suggestion, add a button that resets the data. Something that does the same thing as reloading the web app. Not sure if that's possible. Can you, I guess Carlos and anyone else who's interested too. Carlos, you follow me on Twitter. If you want to DM me on Twitter those suggestions and other suggestions you have, I can then send that to him on Twitter. Let me actually hold on. Let me take screenshots while you just put in chat. That might be easier. Dude, how is it lagging already? Again. Send the messages you now. I'm ascending the messages you now. You're message maxing right now. You're truly ascending. Alright, we won't list a crap ton of these. I'll just maybe go to... Let's go to 30. We'll see if they raise higher. If they sell faster in 30 minutes, we'll go list a bunch, but we want our tradable packs to have some stuff on there. I was going to say something else. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. If you guys want, I found a way to do League SBCs relatively fast on console. And it works better after Foot Genie. I can explain if you guys are interested and show you what that looks like. Let me know. I can do like a quick tutorial. It's very kind of specific how you have to do it though. But it's somewhat comparable. Only works for about like 3 to 5 runs though. Talking about ascending, how about those too many virtual Verde memes? Dude, Twitter is the best place ever. Over the years, there have been many times I told myself, I'm finally leaving Twitter, finally leaving X, and there's always something that brings me back. Dude, football Twitter is just the greatest invention ever. This Real Madrid thing, the amount of likes these posts are getting, there are like hundreds of thousands. Crazy. Let's not get crazy. Twitter is not a good place. You gotta follow the right things. If you follow the wrong things, you can make it a hellscape really quickly. If you follow the right things. My feed is all motivation, football, gaming, Sunderland. I would say that's like the majority of it. Now the virus stuff leaks onto there. Get it out! That made me sad that it now allows people to promote hate speech. Promote hate speech? Oh, like promoted posts? I've seen a few boosted posts. Is that what you're talking about? Ultimate Team Events Stadium. Does this go for anything? I bet that would sell for like 3K if you listed it. Even though it was a 400. Yeah, I mean, that does suck, but you could promote anything, technically. I've thrown away a ton of Netherlands managers. Please tell me I haven't been wasting coins. Okay. It's like maybe 300. But yeah, I was going crazy today with the memes. I want to know who the mole is. Watch the mole be Mbappe. How funny would that be? Could you imagine? He's the one responsible for everything. Absolutely everything. Mbappe is the villain of all time. Dude, where would Mbappe go outside of Real Madrid? Like, realistically. Who would pay for him? In what system would he fit? Because you can't really build around him anymore. Yeah, the dictator memes. Those are the best. I can feel my hands on my feet. Alright, we'll chuck those in. Alright, 8 more. 8 more tradable packs, and then we're back to PPs, boys. Just wait a second. I will be taking my PP out on stream. Don't you worry. Dude, I made a mistake. So you know how I've been saying I've been going to gas stations? And like every time I go to a gas station, I get either an energy drink, a protein bar, or a body armor. I made the mistake of going to the local gas station, which is right near me, the trucker stop one. I walk there on my lunch break. They updated it since the last time I was there. And for the food items, they no longer list the price of stuff. And you can't really like scan it, so you have no idea how much stuff costs. I'm used to protein bars being like $3 a piece. And then I saw drinks were 2 for $5. So I got 2 for $5 for the drinks. And then I got 3 protein bars. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, 3, 6, 9. I'm probably spending $14. I went to check out and somehow it was $21. Dude. How is 3 protein bars and 2 energy drinks $21? I'm never doing that again. I refuse to shop for food at that place. Where's the walking pad? We physically cannot do a walking pad stream today. I did a marathon and a half yesterday. We hit a all-time high of over 70,000 steps. Oh, yeah, Ronaldo. Okay, dude. Yeah, dude, welcome back to PAX, man. We really appreciate you. Thanks, EA. Normal? No, it's not even inflation. It's just gas station being gas stations. To be fair, there's some items you really shouldn't get at gas stations. The only reason I usually get protein bars at gas stations is because the one I go to usually is a Quick Trip. I didn't go to a Quick Trip. I went to a Shell adjacent. That's what screwed me over. If I went to a Quick Trip, it would have been $3 protein bars. It honestly would have been 2 for $4. Bro, Quick Trip had 1 week a pound. So they had ground beef. They had 97.3 ground beef. Or no, sorry. They had 86.14 ground beef. That was $5 for a pound. And right next to it, they had for $2.50 for a pound. 93.7 Sloppy Joe. Bro. It must have been just like a limited time thing, because now it's like $5, rightfully so. For a week, I just kept going back and buying them. That Sloppy Joe was so good. So good. I want to make homemade protein bars. I feel like that would be fun. Oh, tradable team of the season! Who is it? American Striker! Please be good! Tiernan. $17K maybe? Hey, money's money. Good looking lady. Are you objectifying the woman in this game, Carlos? Are you objectifying the women players? How dare you? Disgusting. Anyways, I'm going to take those women and sell them for a profit. Beautiful. We take that every time. I've made my own protein bars with oats, protein powder, milk, and some chocolate chips. Listen, I'm a Gen Xer. That talk does not work with me. I'm trying to... If I made my own protein bars, I'd want the macros to be about even. Like, I'd want 200 calories. I'd want the goal to be 200 calories, 20 grams of protein. Oh, you know what I need to do? Wait a second. Hold on. What if I did... What if instead of protein bars, I took Greek yogurt with flour? I could buy like high fiber and protein flour too. But even if I took Great Value basic flour, Greek yogurt, flour, and I make homemade donuts, that I can make a Greek yogurt mixed with chocolate, sugar-free pudding mix, make it like a chocolate frosting, and then put some sprinkles on it. You got a big coin boost recently? We're starting to sell our chem cells and do League SBCs for even more profit. So the coins will only continue to go up. Have you seen the pizzas with the Greek yogurt and flour base? Yeah. I refuse to buy those protein pizzas though. I'd rather make them homemade. The ones I've seen with Greek yogurt and flour, like I was talking about for donuts, would be nice. However, the ones that look really interesting are the ones where they take chicken and eggs and they ground up the chicken and make it into a pizza. Alright, you guys ready? Time for some more peepees. In my Aldi, there's protein flatbread I use for my homemade pizzas. Should I Should I experiment? Hold on. I have like 8 tubs of Greek yogurt left in my fridge. Should I experiment tonight? Low-key, I kind of want to... Oh, you know what we should do for Saturday? I have an idea, boys, for Saturday's live stream. So, the other day, we did an hour and 15-minute live stream. There was a man who watched it after the fact. Shout out to you if you know who you are. There's a man who watched it after the fact. He watched the whole live stream. And the reason I know that, it was 2 minutes before the live stream ended. He left a comment after the fact. It was like at 113 out of 115. And it was in response to me asking about different food reviews you guys would want to see. And he said, you need to go to Arby's and get the meat mound. Should we go to Arby's and get the meat mound? Or, hold on. I have an Arby's that is less than 5 minutes away from my house. Would you guys be okay if I stepped away for stream to drive like 5 minutes away, get the meat mound from Arby's, and come back? What are the macros on that thing? It's like 1,000 calories and 60 grams of protein, I think. We haven't had dinner yet. Would you guys be down? We'll do it right now because I know UK is going to go to sleep in like an hour and a half or so. So let's do this. Let's do... Be back soon. Getting meat mountain at Arby's. Is that how you spell Arby's? Alright, are you guys okay with this? Vlog the trip? Alright, we're doing this. Alright, if you guys do enjoy, smack the like button. Subscribe if you're new. We're gonna go get the meat mountain. I'm gonna take a piss and I'll be right back. It'll probably be like 15 minutes. I'm gonna put in Arby's right now. Can I order ahead? It's less than 2 miles away. It's a 7-minute. I can pick up. I can get it right now. Wait, there's a meat in 3 box. There's meal option. What's the meal option? Quarter pound Angus, double beef, ham and Swiss. Half pound roast beef. That thing is ginormous. Can we get a meat mound meal? Is that a thing? Ask for the specials. We're looking right now. Meals. Hi, I was wondering if you guys still serve the meat mountain.
Yes.
Do you know if it comes in a meal option, like a combo or something, or is it usually just sold as the sandwich?
You can make it a meal. I believe it'll be a $5 upcharge for a sandwich to a meal.
Okay.
And I think the sandwich itself is like $18, $19.
Oh, geez. Okay. And then was the upgrade? It's a drink and fries.
Drink and a side.
Okay. What are some of the other side options? You got fries.
Fries. I got mozzarella sticks, jalapeno bites, potato cakes, and I can change them. I can put turnovers in the meal instead of a fried side that you wanted.
Okay. I'll think about it. I'm driving over right now, so I'll be there in like 10 minutes. Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bro, how big is this thing that it's $18? Nah, man. This is going to be crazy. 2 months of Foot Genie or 1 Meat Mountain? True. Dude, we're doing this. All right. I'll be back, boys. Meat Mountain is coming. Crazy. All right, BRB boys. Guess who's back? Back again. Yo, we got it, boys. We got the meat mountain. Dude. We called the head. Must have been a different lady that answered the phone versus the one who gave us the food. Because I started giving the order. And I said the meat mountain. And she's like, oh. Like, I guess no one ever orders it. And yeah, the sandwich in and of itself, $18. And if you want to make it a meal, it's another $5+. So we got a diet Dr. Pepper. We got some curly fries. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Got some curly fries. We got the meat mountain. Dude, this looks massive. We're going to look up what's all in it. Hold on. We should make this bigger. Where's my cam? Alright, we're putting this up here. Alright. Let's do the review. You guys ready? We're going to look up on our phone what's on the meat mountain. Arby's Meat Mountain. Alright. You ready? 10 coin pack was available at content time, so 30 coin pack is available now as well. We'll have to make sure to get that done. Alright, boys. We are back. We got the Arby's Meat Mountain, ladies and gentlemen. We got a diet Dr. Pepper. We got the curly fries because we made it a meal, so we're going to try those. And we have the ginormous Meat Mountain. Oh my goodness. Dude, I'm opening this up, bro. Oh my gosh. There's bacon in it. Oh my, this looks amazing. Okay. Well, I need to get a plate. We're going to read what's in it first. So, the Meat Mountain has a massive secret menu sandwich featuring a stack of nearly every meat offered in the chain. Chicken tenders, ham, turkey, bacon, roast beef, corned beef, and brisket. It's designed for big appetites and usually costs between $10 to $20. They weren't kidding. This thing was $18. Yeah, so 2 chicken tenders, roast turkey, ham, Swiss cheese, corned beef, brisket, Angus steak, roast beef, cheddar cheese, and bacon. We're going to get a plate and we're going to eat this right now. Ooh. Bro, I pulled up to that thing in a Minecraft t-shirt, my pants falling down. We were videotaping it. Lady was thinking I was crazy. Alright. Let's get some space right now. Beautiful. Beautiful. I can feel my hands on my feet. Oh gosh. Trying to get this on the plate is going to be... Oh, it's falling apart. Okay. So, we have brisket on the side. It's falling apart. That's good brisket. So, no joke, I think the last time I had Arby's was 10 years ago. So, I haven't been to Arby's in a minute. Most expensive pull so far during Team of Season? Probably Semenyo would be my guess. Alright, we're going to plate this too. Look at how we plate this. My goodness. Doesn't that look beautiful? We got the curly fries on the side. The bacon's falling off. Look at all that meat on there. Okay. We're going to try a curly fry. WTF, and you were so skinny? Dude, we burned off these calories yesterday. We did a marathon and a half, all right? We deserve this. W eats. All right. First bite. Dude, the toppings are falling off. I'm so excited. First bite of the meat mountain. Well, so we got a little bit of everything. You need two hands. This thing is huge. It's not... Okay. I don't know how to explain this. There's so many different flavors. And because there's so many different things in here that taste so different, it all kind of blends in, dude. I don't know. We got to get some cheese right here. There's some cheese on the end of it. We're going to put this bacon slice. Oh, watch this. Bacon slice. Little piece of brisket. Yeah. That bite was much better. Dude, look at all the meat that fell off. Okay. Second bite, so much better. All right, we found... You got to find where the chicken strip is. There's two chicken strips towards the bottom. So, like, you can kind of see where the next bite should be. There's cheese. We're going to hit the side of another brisket. Ready? Now, my complaint about this sandwich, and it's something I could have prepared for, is I should have asked for barbecue sauce on the side so that I could pour barbecue sauce on each bite. I feel like there's just so much meat in here. I mean, you can see it right there. There's so much meat. The sauce would be excellent on that. The meat is not like dry. Like it's a nice juicy meat. So it's not like every single bite you're struggling. But yeah, a sauce would be elite on top of that. So I should have gotten some of their barbecue. That being said, we're going to put some curly fries on this bad boy. We're going to put them on top of the sandwich. Oh yeah. This thing is 100% falling apart. Look at this. We added to the top some curly fries. Now we're going to bite into the curly fry. Yeah. That was the move. That was 100% the move. It's so good. Alright. Huge chicken tender bite. We're going from the bottom. We're eating from the bottom. Instead of biting towards the top. Yeah. Oh! It's falling apart on my lap. Okay. So, we have an issue, boys. The amount of bread on the bottom of my sandwich is not enough with the amount of meat that we have. So, we have some choices to make. I think we take a bite upside down now with the meat sticking out. We try to even it out. Or, no, we take a sideways bite. I think we take a sideways bite. There we go. Okay. It's a little bit more even now. Now we're going to flip it upside down. The onion, or the curly fries are on the bottom now. We're going to take a massive bite of all the different cuts of meat with the curly fries with the top bun. That's really good. All right, another big bite. All right. It's evening out now. Also, too, the meat that's falling off, it's landing on top of my curly fries. It's like a perfect topping with the curly fries. Again, if I had barbecue sauce with us, it would be elite. Okay, we're trying to maneuver this. We're going to take another massive bite, try to get the rest of this meat to line up with the bread. Again, we're going to take it from the side. Oh no. Little chicken tender. All right. We have an actual sandwich now. It's together. Okay. We take another big bite of meat. Beautiful. So, I would say my favorite meat on this, the brisket's good. I feel like they cooked it really well. They have quite a few burnt pieces on there, which if you've never had brisket before, it's never a bad thing to have burnt ends on the brisket. It gives it so much flavor and smokiness to it. So, that's really good. The chicken tenders are really nice. I would say just like the deli meat, like the big things of ham and stuff. I'm not a big fan of just how they're stacked on together. I understand why they do it. I understand the appeal. I get that's the sandwiches. But again, with the meat mound, there's just so many things on here. It's difficult to really get even bites. But as I'm saying that, we got another big pile of the deli meat. We're going to eat that again. I think that was the best bite yet. Are the picks good or are the crafting's the way to go? The league specific player picks have been really good so far. Crafting's still, I think, the way to go in terms of efficiency, but if you're doing league SBCs, you want to put some off-league golden rares into them or your dupe storage is filling up, 100% worth it to try it out. Alright, guys, the meat mound experience is almost coming to an end. A lot of sandwich left. I bet I could do this. I was going to say in 2 bites. But if we put the line at over-under 1.5, I might be able to get the under. I think I can do this in 1 bite. It's going to be disgusting. But I think I can do this in 1 bite. You ready? And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the meat mound. If you did enjoy, do me a favor, smack that like button, subscribe if you're new. If you want us to review a different food product, let me know. We can try this again on a live stream sometime. We can try this on a video sometime. And yeah, I'm interested. What are some items you think I would enjoy? What are some crazy, maybe big food challenges, some secret hidden items? Let me know. But we'll see you next time. It's been your boy MumboElite, and this was the meat mound. Peace. Yeah, I ain't going to Arby's again anytime soon, boys. I'm good for another 10 years. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. All that commotion. You were probably wondering what we've been up to in terms of FIFA, EAFC, let's get back to it. Excuse me. Oh, it's my napkin. I was like, why is there a little white on the bottom of the screen? Is that like a pixel thing? Alright, I got some curly fries left. Overall, guys, wasn't worth the money. Like, it was a good tasting sandwich. I think I'd much rather have brisket served on the side with barbecue sauce, with the side of fries, the curly fries, with my soda, with a sandwich with all that meat on it. I think that'd be the better way to do it. Dude, I thought I was getting judged so hard when I pulled up. When I said I was ordering the meat mountain, she's like, oh, okay. We'll say it was good. Not $24 worth of good, but it was good. Better than I expected. I set my expectations very low and ended up pleasantly surprised. All right, what do we got? Five. All right. What's the best thing you guys have gotten in the player picks so far? We've gotten 2 team of seasons, but both are, I think, what, 91 and 92 maybe? Not like good ones. All right, we're doing another team of season. Nope. Nada. All right. Food review over. Yo, Mumbo, hope you're good. Not done these yet. How are they? They were really good my first few. They're slowing down a bit now, but they're still fun. So what we're going to do, we'll make a few more player picks with the off leagues that I see. We'll spam through a few League SBC runs to clear the gold rares that we have in the club. And then after that, we'll spam some 75 times 5s, or 77 times 5s, and then put them into more player picks with the dupe storage. Sick, man. We'll do some on Foot Genie soon. Yeah, I'm trying to keep Foot Genie right now for mine to primarily League SBCs. So I have to do it on here, sadly. Also, too, pro tip, if you guys are doing League SBCs with these, if it's the difference of like 1 or 2 ratings, like 82 to 84, take the League 1 card if you can. And then once we get the league-specific premiums, that League 1 specific is going to be so nice for the League 1 Eredivisie section. And to constantly have a place to put your dupe storage gold commons outside of just a crafting upgrade. The only thing that Foot Genie has daily limits, or be on it all day. That is kind of annoying, but it is also like hundreds of SBCs a day, so... once we hit a point, like I didn't use it last year, but remember last year towards the end of the game when they made SBC bans no longer a thing? I'm assuming it followed suit on Foot Genie. If someone was on it at the time, let me know. But if they do that again this summer, that'll be really nice. I will say I found some workarounds of League SBCs on console. If you guys are interested in seeing that right now, I can show you. Specifically, how to do League SBCs as efficiently as possible on console when you're coming off of Pale Tools. There's like a method to it with the crafting upgrades, League SBCs. It will be a little overkill for some of them, but it helps speed it along. Yeah, now these are back down. Just makes the process so much quicker compared to console. I agree. And the menus suck again. We're already we're lagging. That's dumb. Good luck. Boys with ponytails. Oh, boys. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Lighting. No, you can't see it. Lighting's not good enough. We had some veins popping out. You think they'll ever remove the daily limit cap eventually? It's not a Foot Genie thing. It's an EA thing. Do I think EA would remove a daily limit? Yes, because they did in the summer last year when we had exchanges towards the end of the game. Will we, just because we got it last year, does that mean we will get it this year? Not necessarily. If their game is dying quick enough and they want to keep people on grinding, I would say yes, absolutely. But you got to remember too, how many people are actually grinding as hard as us? And when I say us, I'm not referring to me. I'm referring to like me and you guys. I feel like our community is a very niche thing. I would say a majority of people who still play this game, their quote-unquote menu grind is doing the daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold, and some provisions. And if you explain unlimited to them, they think from their perspective of the stuff they're getting daily, and they think you're lying because there's no way you can do unlimited. And then you try to put them onto League SBCs, and they won't say League SBCs don't work. They'll say they don't want to do them. So it's like, grind's not unlimited, stop lying. Well, you gotta do League SBCs for it to be unlimited, the coins and the packs. Who has the time to do League SBCs? No one wants to do that. Is that the argument then? You can say that. That can be true, yes. People don't want to sit there on the menus and do League SBCs. Well, I don't believe in extensions and all these other things. Okay, don't do extensions then. That's completely fine. Do what you want to do, King. Play your weekend league. Get your 5 wins. with your meta ratty team and complain that the game sucks and you still play it every week. Best of luck later today, Mumbo, with United. One of my best friends is coming over, man, in the morning to watch the game. I'm so excited. Guys, if you missed it, by the way, I'm gonna... today's our off day for the rest of our cardio, so I can't do my walking pad. My feet are covered in blisters. But if you want to see it, we did the Meat Mountain Arby's review on stream. We're going to make that a video. So we've logged it on our phone. Us going there, us ordering, us getting in, us coming back. So we do have some commentary that will go with it. It's going to be the first... I think this is the first food review video on our channel. I don't think we've ever done a food review. We've done vlogs where we've eaten food before. But yeah, this will be interesting. Maybe this is our new niche. Menu grinding and food reviews. We got a bunch of people who've never touched a video game in their life, but they're looking for mukbangs. We introduce them to the walking pad and League SBCs. How cool would that be? Our worlds colliding. Card that came out today was way overpriced. I'll pass on it. We got 15 people in here. I know a lot of you guys are lurking. Anybody lurking right now? Are you guys interested in me going over the console League SBC method coming off of Foot Genie or Pale Tools? How I recommend doing it? I can go over it quickly, but I can only do it for like 3 to 5, maybe 6 runs. So I just want to make sure that you guys are seeing it. Otherwise, we can wait a little bit. I don't necessarily have to do it now. We can keep opening. Yes, please. And console grind can be a chore. Yeah, okay. So we're going to show you how to simplify the console grind with everything possible when you're coming off of Foot Genie and Pale Tools. So let me finish this player pick and then we'll load it up. I do today, started on the treadmill this week, walking pace. So weekend rest for me till Monday. Nice, man. Dude, it's so satisfying seeing the steps build up as well. And seeing like the steps go up over time. And then seeing like your daily average, your weekly average, your monthly average, your yearly average. So cool. Alright, we're going to record this as well. Because I think this would be a useful thing to have on the channel. Maybe we make this a video. So, Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy MumboElite. Welcome back to another video. And today we are going to show you guys a method of how to do League SBCs on console very efficiently once you have been soft banned on Pale Tools, Foot Genie, and you would basically kind of want to give up for the day. We're going to show you some workarounds on console to kind of keep this grind going, at least until you get unsoft banned on there, or before you go to bed, or until you make your crafting upgrade. So if you do enjoy this stream, do me a favor, or the video, sorry. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's get right into it. And comment down below if you have any questions too. So I'm going to assume you guys know how to do this League SBC grind already in terms of what you need for these sections. None of that's new. The way we're doing it is going to be a little bit new though. So if you already are doing our Foot Genie or Pale Tools menu grind, you are already in a spot where you guys are buying out the Pro League and Portuguese League cards in bulk. You have them on your transfer list. You have them in your transfer targets. Same with League One, silver commons, gold commons, maybe some silver rares, bronze rares. But you've also been building out a bunch of crafting upgrades, aka the 77 plus times 5. So what you're going to do is you can do this on Pale Tools or Foot Genie. If your club's basically empty or you have your provisions and other stuff, cool. Spam these open until you're essentially full in dupe storage and in your club. You want as many gold rares and as many golds as possible in general. And I'm going to show you why. This works really well for an additional like 3 to 5 League SBC runs a day very quickly. After this, you kind of have to go back to Foot Genie and Pale Tools to speed it back up. But let me show you. So we're going to go to the Premier League and La Liga. You can do this with the Prem or La Liga. I just go to Squad Builder. I put in Prem. We're going to do any. We can do Storage All. Ignore position. We want to put no to that. We want the exact position. We're going to do up to 84, but the acquisition date, we're going to do newest. Reason why, if you're opening your League SBC packs, this is going to mix in your gold commons with your gold rares, some silvers maybe. If you did the daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold, maybe you have some bronzes in there too. If you want to do high to low value for that, you can. Oh, we haven't set the gold rare. Shoot, 1 second. That still ended up working, but we want to take the gold rare off. We want any as the thing here. So what this is going to do is it's going to put cards in the exact position, and that's a good thing because we want to just spam through these. The goal is to get this done as fast as possible. When it comes to the Pro League section, same thing's going to apply. You want to pick one league or the other. For me, I love the Pro League, but for this Bundesliga Serie A, we're just going to pick one of these. We can go to the other one later, but you're essentially just going through, and you're just very quickly putting it in. If you want to move some cards around from your bench and stuff and mix things together, you can, but the goal is efficiency. Obviously, menus aren't very efficient in general, but this is the way to kind of spam it quickly. Now, I do not recommend doing this once and then stopping. I recommend having enough cards in your club where you could realistically do this maybe 3 to 5 times. And then after that, you go back to Pale Tools, Foot Genie to open the packs and start the recycle because, again, efficiency is the name of the game. You can stop the pack animation. You can open those very quickly. If we're just making a section, opening the pack, making a section, opening the pack, that's not going to be very good across the board. Another thing you can do if you have the paid version of Foot Genie is you can put these cards in the SBC in advance, and then you can go back to console and submit them. So that one would make it so you have to do it one at a time. It's not going to be as efficient, but if you went back to Foot Genie, put all 4 sections in, went to console quick, hit submit on all of them, went back to Foot Genie, you could do that over and over. But like we saw there, very quickly we just did that. And since we ended with the Pro League Portuguese League, we're going to start with that again because it's right on here so that we can, again, broken record here, but be very efficient. Nice thing about buying these out by hand is you're going to have a good mix of silver commons and silver rares, specifically if you're kind of buying them all around the same price. You can min-max throughout the day. We've noticed before new content, they are usually the most expensive they'll be. And then once we get the new supply at content, they usually go down quite a bit. So if you're trying to do daily fluctuations, you can make a ton of coins on flipping those. But also, too, if you're trying to save coins, feel free to do that as well. Another example here, if you're trying to make this stretch as far as possible, we have a lot of commons in the club. We don't need all those rares. We only need 3 rares. It has 5 in there. You can put in the exact positions. You can put them out. But since we have the SBC set where it puts them in their correct position, what this does is already gives us a good amount of chem, especially since they're from the same league. But the issue with this is eventually, after like 3 to 5 runs, like I said, you're going to run out of spots where they're actually showing up. And it's going to be more difficult to get these cards. That would be probably when I would then recommend going back to Foot Genie and kind of opening the packs and restarting there. But also, too, you can go back and forth between Prem, La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A. It really doesn't matter, just as long as you have the cards. And again, feel free to go in here if you don't want to use as many rares. If you want to min-max, you can. It's going to slow you down a little bit. But look how quickly we're going through these. We're not sitting in there doing them one by one, chucking in card to card, trying to make sure we have enough chem. We're being a little bit wasteful in terms of what we're putting in, but the reason we can be wasteful is the amount of coins we're making on these and the unlimited packs that we're making on these. With the crafting upgrades we're making too, from the off leagues, we have endless League SBC cards in those 77 plus times 5s going back into this. And now that we're doing League SBCs, now that we're clearing all this, the beautiful thing is we're going to have a ton of these cards no longer in our club, which means we get to go back and we get to spam all those 77 times 5 packs, do this all over again, and then make a bunch of 77 times 5 packs as well. Now, we have a method that we add to this towards the end of the evening in regards to provisions. So essentially what it is if I'm on stream, I'm usually either saving my provisions until after stream. I'm just doing a crap ton of crafting upgrades into crafting upgrades nonstop to see how far we can stretch it. And then off stream, I'll save my provisions and I'll spam those open into League SBCs and we'll start League SBC runs. If you want to make crafting upgrades with everything in your club, not just off leagues, especially when you're already banned on Pale Tools and Foot Genie, what I would recommend doing is just going in, making the Team of the Season crafting upgrade, Be as wasteful as you want. Put all the cards, all League SBCs in. If you want to save like a particular, like maybe tradable cards, keep it only untradeable. But what that's going to do, it's going to build you a ton of massive amount of 77 times 5s. And then again, when you come in the next day, you have that mountain ready to go to spam open, to put back into League SBCs. You have provisions for the next day. You're not going to be in a position where you have no cards. The only way you're in a position where you have no cards is if you don't think about what the next step of your grind is, and you're just putting them into something to waste. Another way you might run out of cards with a grind like this is if you stop doing League SBCs into the Team of Season crafting upgrades because you want to try out maybe the league-specific player picks. Here's a perfect example of one. We have more than max 3 clubs. Max 3 from the same club. So even though we hit the rest of the requirements, we do have to move a few cards around. We have 5 rares still. Okay, move that. We'll just put in 4. That's no big deal. But that's something to keep in mind too. Just something to be aware of when you're doing this grind is if you do want to be quote-unquote wasteful, be wasteful knowing how you're going to get these cards back. We could go unlimited with this grind as far as we wanted, build out as many coins, build out as many League SBC runs, build out as many crafting upgrades as we want. But at the end of the day, this game's going to end and we're no longer going to play it. So our cutoff is usually a few thousand crafting upgrades made, built out at a time. We'll spam those open into each other on stream. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this. As you see here, we're just like still spamming through. I'm just kind of commentating over it. Surprisingly, the menus haven't broken yet. Usually it would be a few League SBC runs and then it's nonstop lagging. But so far it's been pretty good, man. And I would say, like in terms of how we used to do these on the menus, how long it took, this is a pretty decent way to grind. And then obviously we have all those packs that we can open up. Another thing you can take advantage of too if you're trying to min-max a little bit more, I would recommend doing some bidding and buy now on here as well. So if we're doing a bunch of League SBC runs, we're probably going to run low eventually on Pro League Portuguese League, League 1 Eredivisie. Now, you know we have a bunch of League 1 Eredivisie cards from the player picks we were just doing and just spamming these crafting upgrades. But we also have a bunch of silvers that we put onto our transfer list. Now that we use some of them, we could probably go in and take what's on our transfer list, put them back in our club. But we could also just mass bid on here too because we're not bid banned and have that work towards our next set of League SBCs, whether we do them today or we save them for tomorrow. So even if you can't make the SBC, that's another cool thing about Foot Genie and Pale Tools, is even if you're SBC banned for the rest of the day or you're waiting to come on tomorrow, literally just do something else. Get more Pro League Portuguese leagues, get your League 1 Eredivisie, get a position where you got all that ready to go and you can keep this grind going. But as you see here, that's basically 4 runs done. Honestly, it felt like more than that, didn't it? It's not super duper fast compared to the extensions, but it feels way faster than it used to be. Throw on a YouTube video, throw on a movie, throw on something in the background. This is going to take you pretty far. But as you see now, position to position, we're starting to get low on numbers. So you could move off that position. You could put in a bunch of cards that are off position. The only thing about that is you might have to work for the cabinet. It's going to take a little bit more time. That's fine. You can do that. It's not the end of the world. We'll actually try one right here. If we wanted to ignore position, do newest to oldest. Let's see how long it would take to get this chem. We're on 6 chem already. Okay, seconds. That's not as bad as I thought. All right, but we'll end it there, guys. That's kind of all I really need to show you. If you have, again, any questions on that, let me know. If you haven't seen our extension grinds, we have that in the grind playlist link below. Feel free to take a look at those. And yeah, it's been your boy MumboElite, and I'm out. God bless. All right, any questions on that, guys? W grind. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now the question is, do we upload this grind video for tomorrow and then meet Mountain for Sunday? But I will say, this is where menus is going to become even more important and even more useful when you're SBC banned. When we're making those league-specific premiums, think about how easy it's going to be able to come in now and like put these into the rotation. That's going to be really nice. There we go. Yeah, like when your dupe storage starts filling up with these, again, we commented on this the other day, but we'll make a guide when those come out for League SBCs. I would recommend not building out the League One premiums by one and then putting it back in. By one, putting it back in. I'd recommend you do League SBCs into crafting upgrades or League SBCs into those and build out like 25 to 50 and then go back to League SBCs because you haven't stopped. And in the process of doing that, when you notice you're low on League One in Eredivisie, that's when you open some of those. I feel like that's going to get you so much further. Yeah, like I said too. A lot of this is going to sound like a broken record if you've heard it before, but little variations help so much. I'm going to now start getting low on the Pro League Portuguese League cards. This would be when it would make sense for me to go in and fill up my dupe storage, or fill up my transfer targets, I mean. A raid you can remove ban by playing a game on console, then going off. Does that work anymore? I switched to the PS4 and do a few SBCs, and then it allows me to do like another set of 300 usually on the PS4 version of the web app on Foot Genie. I know that works. It's not always a like you get to do them right away sort of thing. It's really weird. Nothing's ever like exact. There's things you can do that like are helpful and seem to speed it up, but like some of it I feel like is just either pure luck or whenever they let you finally do it. It's hard to explain. You're on PC, so yeah, if you're on PC, it's going to be limited then. Maybe playing a game would be helpful on that. I'm not sure. Yeah, now we're very low on cards, which is a good problem to have. Just buy them out at the same price. Get a bunch of them. Pro League is so nice to just stock your club with. I can show you what that looks like if you want. On console at least. If you're trying to save time. I will say with this, you'll eventually get to the point where if you're doing newest to oldest, you're running out of cards. It might put in some informs if you have low enough rated informs because we have it set to 84. Or like those beginning of the game SBC cards. Or like if you have maybe like those objective future stars that were like 69, like 74 rated or whatever. Some of those might pop up. So if you wanted to pay attention to that to make sure you're not getting rid of them, go for it. What's crazy to me is we're still nowhere near out of just Premier League that we're putting in. We haven't even touched La Liga. And what this shows me even more... Oh, now we're SBC banned. We got an SBC ban on console, boys! Cold! You know you're a menu grinder if that happens. I do 150 bids on Liga Portugal and League One by now. Are you trying to snipe them for 200 and bid 150 trying to win them at that price and you have competition? Or what's the deal there? Or you're waiting till the daily they drop that low and then you're getting them? Because I would say, regardless of how you're doing it, if you guys are someone that's trying to get them for quote-unquote whatever the price is to save a little bit of coins, I'm telling you, just go to whatever price they are within the hour during that hour. I don't care if it's 200 within the hour, 300 within the hour, 400 within the hour, 500 within the hour, 600 within the hour. Even if it's like 600 within the hour, you're going to feel like it's more expensive. But that price averages out with the amount you're doing for those lower prices too. You just do not want to stop doing League SBCs. You just want to keep spamming. Do a few rounds, 150 bids while I'm completing the runs, then repeat. I would recommend changing the way you view that, and I'll kind of show you what I mean. I'll have a bunch of stuff on my transfer list I can probably put in my club now, but let me show you kind of a faster way to do this. If you do it on Foot Genie and Pale Tools, you can buy them even faster. But let me show you a clutch way of doing this. Takes care of rares, takes care of commons, takes care of rating. Makes it so you can use your gold rares and gold commons that you're picking up in the packs as well. It's a really good mix. Is Endrick go for anything? What's his price? Alright. So let's say I'm basically done with League SBCs right now. Let's say that's the position I'm in. Let's say I kind of did what I can. I no longer have much to work with. What do I do? So you can do the open bids. We're going to find what the buy nows are. Pro League. 300. Okay, 350 within a minute. So we're going to go to 400 within 44 minutes. Perfect. So I'm going to go a few pages in because I don't want to compete with like the people buying in that second. And watch how we do this. Doesn't matter if we're getting the same cards. We'll get rares popping up. They're probably closer to the 59th minute, honestly. But what we're doing is we're just going to get a group of 50 cards because I think 50 is the limit before they make you kick back and then you can do it again. But even if we're getting a ton of the same dupes, buying them out like this, you essentially are giving yourself 5 League SBC runs. But then we do it again very quickly and then we have another 5. And we're building out 10, 15, 20, 25. And it's only taken a few minutes to do this. And it's also very easy to not even look at the screen and do it. I can be watching a YouTube stream. I can be watching a movie. I can be on my walking pad. And it's slow enough, it's organic enough where you're not going to get a quick bid ban this way. And then when you do, you go from PS4 to PS5 or PS5 to PS4. You do this again for another few minutes. Put in bids as well. If you want to keep your bids, maybe League 1. Like I do a bunch of League 1 Silver 150 bids. Same with Eredivisie or 200. And then I'll do a bunch of gold commons for 300. You can do that. You can do these on bid too. That's up to you. Once we get the League 1 Premium League specific, you're basically never going to need a ton of League 1 anyways. You're going to have a ton ready to go. So I'm just going to like triple, quadruple down on the amount we get these cards as the main focus. And then everything else should be Gucci. Do you not get soft transfer ban from EA buying too many? You will eventually. I feel like the nature of how you buy these though, and it's the same way with the nature of doing SBCs. If you split it with other things, if I do this for 10 to 15 runs, and then I go manage something else, before I even get an SBC ban, I'm moving on to the next thing. Where it really gets you is if you did this for like a half an hour to an hour of the same motion. I feel like that gets you there quicker. Even if it's the same amount of time throughout the day you're putting on it, doing one thing very quickly, I feel like puts you on EA's radar more. Like you're a bot to them. Look how casual this is. Look how many runs we're going to be able to do. I'm not even SBC banned on Foot Genie yet today. So I could go back on there and make a ton of runs easily. Now I'll show you the new way I'm doing it on Foot Genie. If you're not wanting to do 3 to 5 runs in a row. Because I feel like that loading, if you have enough to do them by hand 3 to 5 times, I feel like going into squad by squad is a little bit faster technically. Yeah, for those of you wondering how I do so many runs, this is kind of like my end of the night routine, so to say. And then also too, if you're like me and you've been building out endless crafting upgrades, again, we can always just pull from those. I'm not afraid I'm ever going to run out of those. We actually have the opposite problem. I physically want to run out, and I'm just never going to be able to if we keep doing things this way. Because we'll go down a few hundred, we'll build them back up. Go down a few hundred, we'll build them back up. So now this would be where I tweak it a little bit. So I haven't really been getting rares. I think that's because, yeah, they're like the 50th minute. So if we went to just rares, this is where you're going to get a lot more of the same kind of cards. But if you're doing the 350 by now, only a certain amount are going to pop up. I don't think you get any of the 73 and 74, maybe 72s as well, due to the min price. Like the starting price you can bid on these is only 300. You can't do 250. So you're limiting the market you're looking at. But again, even if we buy the same one, we're going to use them so often and pull them back in the club. It's no big deal. And as you see there, our transfer list is 44. So now what we're going to do, if I went to here, I went to gold commons. You have some silver rares as well. Or pop those in the club. We're going to pop 19 for League One cards here. It's just a nice little thing to mix in. Transfer list looks a little bit more full now. You might be scared that that might fill up. What we're going to do instead, so we're going to go in, we're going to do Air to V's. Can we do 250 price? If we do 250 minimum buy now, we don't have to deal with people doing the 200 buy now price and getting our cards, but it's way less cards you're looking at. Just set it to 150 if you win it or not. Same kind of logic. Just mass bid on these. We did a bunch of League Ones already. Just going to filter in some of these. If you win them, sweet. If you lose some of them, it is what it is. But it is at this point where I usually start getting the quote-unquote ban. Because the bidding seems a lot faster than the buy nows. Look at the rate we're going. So this would be where I would then mix it up. And the way I mix it up is I think to myself, okay, I just did a bunch of League SBC runs. SBCs, we just changed consoles, so we're good there. I could do some SBCs. But I also know because I just did a bunch of stuff, my club is probably relatively empty or not as full as it could be. So I could open my League SBC packs, restock that way and go from there. Or I would go to Foot Genie and I'd spam these in bulk. Which honestly, I think I'm going to do that right now. Let's check our dupe storage. Okay, we got a 40 dupe storage. So what I'm going to do, watch this. This is what I call a 500 IQ play. We're going to go to Foot Genie. Log in. This might take a second. This loves being slow when we're on stream. I feel like the phone version is always faster than the PC. Let me know if you guys notice that at all. Might just be my PC too, or the fact I'm streaming, that's probably part of it. I find it works a lot better this way. Alright, loading up Foot Genie. Let me make sure I'm logged in before I share my screen. That's why you're seeing the main menu. So again, this is where I then send club. I only have 3 items now. Got a ton of things I'll be able to put in. Bit. Okay, I'm not going to be able to get steps in tonight, but I feel like I could hit a disgusting workout with the meat mound in my system. That might be the move. Alright, we're going to chuck some of those in. We got 12 Air to V's cards that we mix in. So here's what I recommend. Auto open packs. We're going to do the prime golds, the small primes, the small rares, all the untradeable ones. We're going to make it so it doesn't swap with the ones in our club. If it's a dupe, it'll go straight to the storage. We're going to have it open everything. If it fills up the dupe storage, it'll stop itself. Whereas it'll keep going. And this is going to be your best friend. For me, this is my best friend when I'm off stream, especially. This is where I make real progress with the crafting upgrades. So the same thing you're seeing me do with these League SBC ones, I'll do this with the crafting upgrades. I'll sit there and open like 100 crafting upgrades with my club empty and recycle in basically the same amount. Make another 100, recycle. Make another 100 or so, recycle. As you see here, what are we at? If I did off leagues, non-tradables. Is it not worth quick selling insurance, etc.? Still, I quick sell those usually, unless it's one of value. I can make another 16 crafting upgrades just off of what we have there. This is where I'd be smart though. If your dupe storage isn't completely full, I'm going to stop that. The reason I stopped that prematurely is I thought to myself, I can probably do more League SBC runs. It's going to be in my interest to focus on those on here and then do our end of the night method where we put everything into crafting upgrades on console. That way we can turn our brain off. So what I'm actually going to do is what I was telling you before. I'm just going to put on the crafting upgrades. We're at 1361. We're going to see how long it takes to fill up. Our club is still relatively full, I'm noticing. So I'm thinking logically, we have a bunch of comments on the club for League 1 in Air Divies. We're getting some more of those cards too. Okay, we were able to open 11. We're full again. So remember I was saying how I'll sometimes build them out one by one rather than auto-completing 3 in a row? This is what that looks like. So tradable players, popular leagues. We'll do that. Do we not have that anymore? Must not. And again, phone's going to be faster. But I find coming in sometimes and doing this by hand, it's going to have the chem ready to go if you have the cards. I find this just edges out making 3 to 5 where it loads up all the solutions and tries to submit them. Then maybe tells you you're low on League 1 or something. Yeah, this also could slow down the rate you get SBC banned potentially. Who knows? If you want to do this and kind of chill, open a pack, do a run, open a pack, do a run, open a pack. Look at that. If it's mainly pulling from the dupe storage, we have a lot of gold rares in our dupe storage. That means our dupe storage is now probably not relatively empty. I would say half of it's going to be 84s and above still. Look at how fast we're able to do this. Is that just another 3 runs? We'll go back to back with the League of Portugal. I feel like the League 1's going to be the one we start running low on. But all those silvers are starting to pop in. And you got to make sure you turn on allow tradables. Otherwise, none of those cards that you're putting in your club you're going to be able to pull from. You're going to get frustrated. Alright, we're back down to 29 there. So we'll do the same thing. Auto open. Do another 4 runs. Pop those cards back in. And then you'll notice we haven't touched the tradable packs. We do that for a reason. I'm personally a fan of saving like 10 to 25 runs of tradable packs. And the way I make up the difference is if I notice I'm getting low, I'll spam crafting upgrades to make up the difference. And even if it's using a little bit more rares, The reason I do that is I try to empty my club as much as possible. So that when we open the tradable packs, I'm not constantly getting gold common, League One, Serie A, Bundesliga dupes. I want most of those gone before we have to deal with it. So then again, I'll go in. We're at 1350 crafting upgrades. Remember, I wanted to be down to 1250 by the end of today. We still have 100 that I would have to open without making any more. But we already know we're ending the night with making a bunch more. So ain't no way we're getting to 1250. Now we got a team this season. Who is it? Wait till they add more animations like this too. Swearat. Never heard of her. We'll take it though. Does that say she's 13.5k? Ain't no way. Yeah, little workarounds if you're trying to make crafting upgrades or player picks too. Your dupe storage will fill up and it'll be very tempting to want to like go in, make some player picks quickly on here with off leagues. Instead, do League SBC runs on here using your dupe storage first. What that's going to do, it's going to pull all your League SBC cards off your dupe storage at a certain point. Then when you go to console, go to use dupe storage low to high. The only cards that are going to be left there are going to be off leagues anyways. Then you start doing those. Yeah, those are really good fodder. They'll upscale all the SBC prices this week. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they end up doing with price stuff this week. It'll be interesting to say the least. So now another thing that you haven't seen me do in a minute, but we're going to do now after this next run. I'm going to see if I can get away with one more. We haven't put back into our club yet. Carl's, double Carl's price when they're basically the same. UCL tax. Okay. Let's actually go in and do another few of these. If it lets me, I want to see how empty we can get. Start pulling those commons. Putting those silvers. DFB, what's up, buddy? Hola. DFB, you missed it, brother. Guess what we did this stream? I don't think you'll ever guess it. It was something we said we'd do eventually. We did it. New content idea is your hint. Dude, we're crazy stocked, man. Did you nuke the club? Nope. We went to Arby's for the first time in 10 years, and we got the Meat Mountain. Okay, watch this. You guys ready? Sun Club. How many items? It's not going to be game breaking. 60 though. 60 items it said. I was going to say once we have nothing selling and we have 100 items on our transfer list, that's where it becomes really fun. So, same thing I said on console, we'll do the same thing on here. The thing people will do is like they'll try to like get one of each, like you see here. How it grays out on the page for all the ones I have and all the ones I don't have. Although that is smart, again, I think the best way to do it is to buy all of them and throw the dupes on the transfer targets and get to a point where you have most of them anyways doing this method. We're also going to move up to a time where the silver rares are popping up, like right there. We're up to 54 minutes now. Ooh, boys. Prices are rising. We're eating up the supply. Same kind of thing. We don't want to go long enough where we get a soft band. We want it just enough where it keeps us moving. So 34 items there. Auto open. Another 5 of those. You'll see we're, what, 1335 crafting upgrades. So those are starting to drop. We'll get that down to 1300 hopefully. How have they been, dude? The player picks? Pretty good for me. I'd say we've done about 40. We got a team of season in our first one, and we got 2 in the first like 8. Then it's been just kind of boards and walkouts. We just got a Holland dupe. Also, by the way, you should do your challenges, all these, if you can, with Foot Genie. Makes it easier. I'm going to go to the Encore. Any team of the week, any team of the week, any team of the week. So we need 3 team of the weeks or team of the seasons. We're going to do up to 92. 83s, a lot of special cards. Nope, set multiple times. Can we do this all 3 times? Do we have enough fodder to do 3 Encore icons? That'd be crazy. We could probably do 1 to 2. I'm curious if it puts in all of them. No shot. Holland. Oh my goodness. Is that all of them? Well, we'll go open all these right now. We might be getting a soft band soon. Did you do the 1 of 3 91 plus picks? Did we get new ones today? I did some last night. Yeah. Should we do the Encore player picks as well? We might do those eventually. So another thing with our method, which is great, is look at our dupe storage. We still have all these team of the season dupes. Decent ratings as well. Our club's probably now somewhat empty of high-end fodder for gold rares. Let's take a look. No. Actually not. Okay. It's a hit and miss mix. But it's like, with how quickly we just made everything, we still have so many League SBC runs to go through. Crafting upgrades is spam. It's just endless fodder. Alright, let's go open the icons. Yeah, I must have did them already then. All right. Anyone better than Team of the Year Maldini that we could get? Watch us get a dupe Team of the Year Maldini. That'd be such a first world problem. All right, why is our camera glitching out? All right, dudes, we got the 89 plus Encore icons. Can we get something better than Team of the Year Maldini? Striker English, you know who that's going to be. Disappointment. With those stats, absolutely. 89 right. And it's a dupe. There's so many TTs in this, kind of meh. Oh? 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 Another Team of the Year icon! Yeah, shoot! Yo, where's his suit? EA, where's his suit, man? I want to see him in a suit and tie with that hat. Come on. W card, by the way. That's sick. Will he ever play for us? Probably not. But it's sick nonetheless. Welcome to the collection. What much does he go for? He's 350, 360K. W. So we've gotten 2 Team of the Year so far. Sick. All right, final 89 plus Encore icon player back. Can we get another Team of the Year? Oh, striker. Oh, oh. Netherlands. Oh. 86 pace. Oh. Van Basten. Oh. Rip. Aroni. But good fodder, though. How much did you go for? 170-ish K. All right. We'll take it. A non-dupe is good in my book. All right. Back to here. All right, 61 dupes. Auto open. Come on. Keep opening. Donnie Ruma, Bronze, Tonali, Elise, João Neves. Like how quickly that fills up. Boom. Got Mbappe from League SBC is tradable. Nice. How much does he go for? No, it is. Should probably charge your phone. Alright, I want some popcorn, boys. What movie should I watch tonight? 180 to 185K? W. What movie should I watch as I grind off stream? Is there any good horror movies that have come out on Netflix, Paramount, Hulu recently? Oh, I just got a Marcus Theater monthly movie members pass. So remember how I complained about Tuesday movies used to be $5 and they upped it to $8, but it's like 15 plus tax any other day you want to go see a movie? The Marcus Movie Pass, what it does is you pay $10 for the month and you get a free movie every single month. And if you don't use it that month, it carries over to the next one. So you get you could stack 5 months. If you didn't go to movies for 5 months, you get 5 free ones. Any movie you buy after that, outside of Tuesdays, $9.99, no tax. So you pay $9.99. If you want to get other people with you, you can do it too. So every ticket's $9.99. And the coolest thing, you get 20% off all food and drinks. Obviously, it's still expensive no matter what, but that pays for itself like instantly. Is that crazy? I think too, I could be wrong, I think there's a point system as well. So then you get points, and then you could use points to buy food and movies as well. You get put into a drawing as well to see unreleased movies. I'm very excited. There's a few horror movies coming out in the next month that I want to see. There's one in theaters right now. I'm blanking on its name. But I think there's one next week called Obsessed. That looks good. Then you have the is it the Backrooms? That looks crazy. Alright, so now we're running low on those. Send 29 to the club. But I think, with the amount of League SBC runs we did, amount of tradable packs we did, this is where I feel like it'd be a good time to spam more of the craft and upgrade. Obviously, we have the other leagues. Actually, no, let's open those first. I take it back. Prime gold, small prime. Another team of season? Who is it? Oh. The dupe. We'll take a team of season though. Look at that. We got a Rafinha. We got a bronze. So 3 walkouts in those 20 packs. And they're just League SBC packs. We're not fully at either. So we can do auto open more of these crafting. Fill those back up. Another 87. Endless 83s and 84s. Beautiful. If we look at our dupe storage now too, look at the amount of team of seasons we're starting to get. 84s or 83s are coming back up. So a lot of League SBC cards will taken care of. But again, like I was saying before, if you keep the non-League SBC cards in there for now, I'm telling you, you're going to be able to go back to console when you're doing these League SBCs and pulling all these off dupe storage right now. All that's going to be left is the low end off leagues. You can make those player picks with the crafting upgrades real quick then, if you're trying to save League SBC cards. We've had to done like 40 plus runs so far today. This has been a breeze, man. Also, me saving the tradable packs I kind of use as a marker as well. I could look at the total amount of runs we started the day on and what we ended on to get the exact number, but I found this fun too. Okay, failed to find solution for League 1, which means we have to restock there a little bit. Same here. Sort those. I kind of want to get a full... You know what I'm going to do tonight, actually? Should I get all team of seasons onto my transfer list? Flip 100? I think we might do that. Alright guys, if you did enjoy the stream today, do me a favor, smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. We should be back around after new content, a little bit after I think. On Saturday, I'm not 100% sure. No Sunday stream though, Mother's Day in the US. Yeah, take it easy, God bless. Peace!